Rihanna. The journey from Barbados to global Stardom. Rihanna, a Barbadian singer, actress, and businesswoman, is one of the most successful and influential artists of her generation. Her music has captured the hearts of millions around the world, and her entrepreneurial spirit and fashion sense have made her an icon in the industry. This article will explore Rihanna's early life and rise to fame, highlighting the key moments and milestones that have led to her immense success. Born Robyn Rihanna Fenty on February 20, 1988, in St. Michael, Barbados, Rihanna was the eldest of 3 siblings. Her parents, both of whom had backgrounds in the creative arts, encouraged her artistic endeavors from an early age. Rihanna's talent for singing became apparent when she was just 7 years old, and she formed a girl group with her classmates when she was in high school. Rihanna's big break came in 2003 when she met American record producer Evan Rogers, who was vacationing in Barbados with his wife. Rogers was impressed with Rihanna's singing ability and invited her to his New York City studio to record a demo. This demo ultimately led to a record deal with Def Jam Recordings, and Rihanna moved to the United States to pursue her music career. In 2005, Rihanna released her debut single, Pon de Replay, which became an instant hit and peaked at number 2 on the US Billboard Hot 100. Her debut album, Music of the Sun, followed shortly after, and it was certified gold in the United States within 2 months of its release. Rihanna's second album, A Girl Like Me, was released in 2006 and featured the hit single, SOS. It was Rihanna's third album, Good Girl Gone Bad, that propelled her to global stardom. The album, which was released in 2007, featured hit singles like Umbrella, Shut Up and Drive, and Don't Stop the Music. The album was a massive commercial success, selling over 7 million copies worldwide and earning Rihanna her first Grammy Award for Best Rap, Sung Collaboration for Umbrella. Since the release of Good Girl Gone Bad, Rihanna has continued to dominate the music industry, releasing hit after hit and collaborating with some of the biggest names in the business. In addition to her music career, Rihanna has also ventured into acting, appearing in films like Battleship and Ocean's 8, and has established herself as a successful businesswoman with her beauty and fashion lines. In conclusion, Rihanna's early life and rise to fame is a testament to her talent, hard work, and determination. From humble beginnings in Barbados to global superstardom, Rihanna has proven herself to be a force to be reckoned with in the music industry and beyond. Her impact on the entertainment world is undeniable, and her story serves as an inspiration to aspiring artists and entrepreneurs alike. Rihanna is one of the most successful and influential music artists of our time. Since her debut single, Pon de Replay, in 2005, Rihanna has been constantly evolving as an artist, pushing the boundaries of pop, R&B, and hip-hop music. In this article, we will explore the evolution of Rihanna's music, from her early hits to her most recent releases. Rihanna's debut single, Pon de Replay, was a smash hit, reaching the top 10 in several countries and establishing her as a promising new artist. The song was a blend of dancehall and R&B, and its catchy chorus and infectious beat made it an instant favorite among music fans. In the years that followed, Rihanna released several more successful singles, including SOS, Unfaithful, and Umbrella, which became one of the biggest hits of her career. Umbrella was a departure from Rihanna's earlier sound, incorporating electronic and rock influences and featuring a memorable guest verse from Jay-Z. Rihanna continued to experiment with her music, collaborating with artists like Eminem, Drake, and Calvin Harris on hit songs like Love the Way You Lie, What's My Name, and We Found Love. These songs showcased Rihanna's versatility as an artist, and her ability to adapt to different genres and styles. In 2016, Rihanna released her 8th studio album, Anti, which marked another shift in her sound. The album featured more experimental production and a more introspective lyrical style, with songs like Work, Needed Me, and Love on the Brain, showcasing Rihanna's growth as an artist. Since Anti, Rihanna has taken a break from releasing music to focus on her fashion and beauty empire, but fans eagerly await her next musical project. Throughout her career, Rihanna has proven herself to be a versatile and innovative artist, constantly pushing the boundaries of what pop music can be. Rihanna is not only known for her music but also for her fashion and style. Her fashion choices are often bold, daring, and unpredictable, making her a trendsetter and fashion icon. In the early days of her career, Rihanna was known for her youthful and colorful style, often sporting bright dresses and playful accessories. As she grew older, her style became more sophisticated and edgier, experimenting with different fabrics, cuts, and styles. Rihanna has collaborated with several fashion brands over the years, including Puma, Dior, and Savage X Fenty, launching successful clothing lines and lingerie collections. She has also made appearances on the runway for major fashion houses such as Chanel and Fenty x Puma. One of Rihanna's most notable fashion moments was her 2015 Met Gala look, where she wore a yellow cape with a long train, designed by Chinese couture designer Guo Pei. The outfit quickly became an internet sensation and has been compared to a pizza, or omelette, by some, while others saw it as a bold and innovative statement. Rihanna's style has evolved and changed over the years, but one thing remains consistent: her fearless and adventurous approach to fashion. She has become a major influence on fashion and style, inspiring many to take risks and be confident in their fashion choices. Rihanna, in addition to her successful music and fashion career, has been actively involved in philanthropy and activism throughout her career. She has used her platform to raise awareness and funds for various causes, including education, healthcare, and disaster relief. One of her notable efforts is the Clara Lionel Foundation, which she founded in honor of her grandparents. The foundation supports education, health, and emergency response programs around the world. In 2017, Rihanna was named Harvard University's Humanitarian of the Year, recognizing her efforts in improving access to education and healthcare in underprivileged communities. She has also been involved in the fight against breast cancer, supporting various organizations and even launching a lingerie line with a portion of the proceeds going to the Clara Lionel Foundation's Breast Cancer Fund. Rihanna has also been vocal about social and political issues, particularly regarding racial and gender equality. She has used her influence to advocate for policies supporting diversity and inclusion, as well as calling for justice in cases of police brutality and racial profiling. Furthermore, Rihanna has been recognized for her commitment to environmental causes. In 2018, she partnered with the Global Partnership for Education and the Clara Lionel Foundation to support education initiatives in Malawi, a country severely affected by climate change. She has also been involved in promoting sustainable fashion, launching her brand Fenty with a focus on eco-friendly materials and ethical production. In summary, Rihanna's philanthropic efforts and activism demonstrate her commitment to making a positive impact on the world. Through her music and fashion career, she has used her influence to raise awareness and support for various causes, as well as advocating for social and environmental issues. Her continued efforts in philanthropy and activism show that she is not only a successful artist but also a compassionate and dedicated humanitarian. Rihanna's Fenty Beauty is a game-changer in the beauty industry. Since its launch in 2017, the brand has gained a cult following for its inclusive range of foundation shades and its innovative product offerings. Rihanna's goal with Fenty Beauty was to create a line that catered to women of all skin tones, a demographic that had long been overlooked by the beauty industry. The launch of Fenty Beauty coincided with a wider cultural shift towards inclusivity and diversity, and the brand's success has been a reflection of that. One of the key factors that set Fenty Beauty apart was the launch of 40 foundation shades, including options for people with very light and very dark skin tones. This was a groundbreaking move, and other beauty brands have since followed suit. In addition to the foundation, Fenty Beauty also offers a range of products for the face, eyes, and lips, as well as makeup tools and accessories. The products are known for their high quality, innovative formulas, and chic packaging. The success of Fenty Beauty has also had an impact on the beauty industry as a whole. It has spurred other brands to expand their shade ranges and be more inclusive in their marketing and product offerings. The brand has also been praised for its commitment to sustainability and for being cruelty-free. In addition to Fenty Beauty, Rihanna has also launched other successful ventures in the beauty industry, including Fenty Skin and Fenty Hair. Both of these brands follow the same ethos as Fenty Beauty, offering innovative and inclusive products that cater to a wide range of people. Overall, Rihanna's success in the beauty industry has been a testament to her business acumen and her commitment to diversity and inclusivity. Fenty Beauty has disrupted the industry and set a new standard for what beauty brands should strive to be.